People always ask how I balance my family life with 400 shows a year. I'm just doing what I love with the people I love. It's my magic life.
I like Wes Iseli. I like everything about him.
All right, we're back. And this week it is Natalie and I. It's been a month since Natalie and I have talked to you guys alone without guests on the show.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been up to?
Last time we were saying Happy Halloween. This time we're saying Happy Thanksgiving. Right?
Are you excited for Thanksgiving?
Oh, I just feel, well, I mean, it's a good time to see family, but...
It's one of those holidays where it's like Easter. I mean, there's stuff you got to do. You got to get stuff for the kids. You got to do eggs. But other than that...
You don't have to do anything for the kids, though, for Thanksgiving. You just go eat food and hang out with family.
You got to prepare the meal. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to...
It's the same thing. That's the same thing for Halloween, for a party. That's the same thing for Christmas.
But I get something out of Halloween. We have a party and we have fun.
Wow, what do you not get out of Thanksgiving? You eat all the food everybody else does.
I like to hide the eggs at Easter.
You know why? I know why. I know why you don't like Thanksgiving or why you feel like it's just a holiday. It's because every time you just go to sleep on the couch. You just find a spot, cover your head, and go to sleep. You sleep half the day away. We wake you up, you eat food, and then you go back to sleep. You're a bah humbug person on Thanksgiving. That's why.
I don't mean to be. Do you?
Every year. Prove me wrong this year. Prove me wrong this year.
Well, when I was growing up, it was a day of just twiddling your thumbs, waiting for something to happen. You go out, you get up early in the morning, and you go outside and you play football in the neighborhood with all the neighbor kids. When you're older, what do you do during the day? Watch the Thanksgiving parade?
Yeah, you used to enjoy that.
I like the idea of the Thanksgiving parade. It bores the heck out of me, but I like the idea of it. But it bores me to death.
Daddy wanted to do some shooting. Bring your guns.
We'll have to talk to him and see what guns he wants us to bring.
Yeah, text him.
He's got 40 acres out there, so maybe we'll blow some stuff up. That'll keep me awake. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving. So last time we talked to you guys, it was Halloween or daggone close to it. We didn't have our party till the Saturday after.
No, 2 Saturdays, because Halloween was Friday. So we didn't have it November 1st. We had it the next Saturday. It's like the 8th or something. Yeah, I think it was the 8th. So it was kind of like everybody's over Halloween, done with Halloween, and we're going, it's Halloween!
Our mail lady and the lady that delivered our groceries was really confused because we're bringing out decorations now for... I put Freddy Krueger on the front porch. We put graves out in the front yard. We didn't have time when we had all those shows.
We did it right before our party. So it was after Halloween that the outside decorations really went out.
Right.
Inside was decorated, but outside...
Our decorations stayed up for 2 weeks after our party. We'll get back to the party, but I want to tell you this. I think it's funny. They stayed up for 2 weeks because we had stuff going on.
Well, I started taking them down, but then they stayed up in the foyer for an additional week.
So, but there was still stuff out. I mean, I collected stuff from the yard. I collected stuff. Yeah. So some of the stuff goes in the garage. So I just got to get it to the garage. But there was a Freddy Krueger on the front deck. And we didn't turn the lights on for the mail lady. We forget it gets dark at 5 now. The groceries. Yeah. We forget it gets dark at 5. And I hear her out there putting groceries down. And Natalie says, oh, no, we forgot to turn the light on for her. Okay. We have lights in our driveway, but coming up the walk to the house, we didn't turn the front light on.
Yeah.
And she said, oh my gosh, I just got to tell you, for a split second, I almost screamed my lungs out. I said, what happened? She said, Freddy Krueger sitting there. She said, it's awesome, but it got me. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But so our party, huge success, big success.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It always is. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of cooking. It's a lot of preparation. And then it's just a couple hours, it feels like. It goes by so quick. It seemed like a couple hours, but it was...
Okay, people got here at 5. They left at 11.
Some people left at like 8.
But it seemed like it was over in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because you prepared for 2 days.
Yep.
And that Friday was all day putting out decorations. Saturday until 3 o'clock, I was still putting out decorations and getting ready for all the activities on the trails. And
I was cooking on Friday, and then I was decorating stuff on Saturday, and
And some people left at 8.
Food stuff.
So literally all 2 days worth of work for 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's fun. It's always fun.
It's so worth it though.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
The boys we were all Jurassic Park characters, and the boys had those inflatable outfits. But it was hot during the day that day. And we put them on at 4:00 when our friend came over. Our friend came early and said he had to go home. He lives 2.5 hours away. So they came just to say hi before the party, and then they left. But the boys put it on for them, and then immediately said, "Can we take them off?" And they
put them back on.
Wouldn't put them on for the rest of the party.
But, and I thought maybe they'd start out the party with them on, but I figured they'd come off pretty quick because they want to play with their friends, and those inflatable dinosaurs do kind of get in the way of, everything. I mean, they climbed up on the trampoline to jump on the trampoline. They wanted to swing on the swings. They couldn't do any of that with the dinosaur on.
Activities and doing
and
things
picking
on
up
the trail.
Candy, anything like that. It would make it a lot harder with the blow. So I kind of figured they wouldn't last long, but I thought they would start with them on. But they didn't even want to put them on at the beginning of the party. And I was like, oh, well.
So one year we were all Scooby-Doo characters, and we had a Scooby-Doo mystery in the front yard, and they had to figure out the clues to find the treasure chest or lottery tickets or whatever. I'm always giving out lottery tickets and good candy at my party. And this year, I'm like, Jurassic Park, what are we going to do? Lana's like, I will sculpt eggs, and people have to find my sculpted eggs. You don't have time, Lana.
That's a lot.
And she is so intricate and detailed. We don't have time.
Nope.
Well, I'll make them out of clay, and then they have to break them open. You're not going to be able to make 100 eggs, Lana. It's not going to happen. So I went up in the attic and got Easter eggs, and I hid Easter eggs in the front yard. And we had adults looking for Easter eggs in the front yard. And then I had ChatGPT.
And kids, but yeah.
Yeah.
The adults got involved.
Yeah.
Once they heard there were lottery tickets in there, the adults got involved.
And I had ChatGPT write me a reason why I had Easter eggs out there. And they were like, the scientists couldn't tell a pterodactyl egg from a T-Rex egg. So they did different dyes in the genome of the dinosaur. So they laid multicolored eggs.
Different colors, yeah.
And
yeah,
that was fine. It worked, right? You're hunting Easter eggs, but we gave it a reason. And then I tried to do a piñata that I saw on Pinterest, where you pull a ribbon and it spins and shoots the candy out.
But you tried to make it a shortcut and use old dum containers instead of just doing. That guy had cardboard and then wrapped and then cardboard and then wrapped. And so yours was just too heavy.
I tried to rig it the way I was going to rig it, and it didn't work. It didn't. And I loaded it with candy, and I pulled that thing, and the candy just kind of tipped over and dumped out. And the lady said it worked. One of our friends, it did work. They got the candy.
The candy ended on the ground. It ended up on the ground like it was supposed to. It just not in the way that you wanted it to. You wanted to spin and fly out, but instead it just kind of went.
But I also printed out papers that said you won a lottery ticket. And I love the candy cannon from the farm that we work. So I have a confetti cannon. Mm-hmm. And it's supposed to just shoot confetti at shows, right? But I loaded candy in this thing and pressurized it. And I shot the candy. And I could have just thrown candy in the yard. It would have probably been the same thing.
Probably.
But
you had fun.
It was fun. It was fun. And I launched it. It was fun. 30 pieces of candy was all that was going to fit in that thing. But it was fun.
But you had fun, and the kids had fun.
And
we probably still have candy in the front yard.
And trickling down like confetti was the papers that said lottery. And you should have seen Hungry Hippo, the adults reaching for those. It was so fun. And trying to find eggs. Like, at 10:30 at night, I'm like, oh, I bet nobody picked the porcelain pumpkins in the front yard because I put 2 in there. And your friend Aaron.
Yeah.
I mean, our friend, but yeah.
Yeah.
And Brandon's wife,
Tina.
She ran out of the house. Tina ran out of the house. And I was like, what? She's going to get it. It might have a lottery ticket. She ran. Already out there was Aaron. So they both got an egg out of the thing. It was so funny because I saw Tina run. But Aaron was slick about it. Like, Aaron must have been in the other room and heard me and just slowly opened the door and went out. It was so funny.
I missed that.
It was hilarious. And they were both still loaded with eggs.
That's great.
Let's see. Yeah, it was fun. It was just over way too quick.
Yeah.
Our stuff, we de-decorated the house slowly. As we saw something, we put it in the loft upstairs.
I took a day while you were gone, and I got everything from downstairs up here.
And it just sat in the loft. So the kids' path to get to the steps got smaller and smaller, and they kind of had to walk.
Yeah, it was a mess.
It's a lot. And then we were like, we need a day to put it in the attic. It took us 4 hours to just put the stuff in the attic. And a lot of the big stuff goes in the garage.
Right.
But
a lot, majority goes up in the attic. And our attic isn't huge, but we packed it with Halloween. I think we have more Halloween than we do have Christmas. Those are the two holidays we have the most decorations. And I was like, I wanted to bring out my fall decorations. You know, I have like leaves that go over the mantle and gourds and a runner for the dining room table and cute little placemats and just a few. But I was like, we're gonna be decorating for Christmas in a week. Why bother?
Then we got to put that back in the attic.
I just left it all sad.
So what are we doing on Thanksgiving? We talked about it a little bit to begin with.
So we're going to my parents' house on Thanksgiving because my dad is on call, so he can't come to our house because he'd be too far away from the hospital.
And he's a cancer doctor for kids, so on call means that he probably has to go in that morning, check on everybody, take care of whatever needs to be taken care of. Then he's usually home all day unless something dramatically happens.
Yeah, he might get a phone call or two if somebody has a question about something, but other than that, he should be home. But you never know.
Rare to have to go in.
Yeah, you have to be close just in case because you never know. So I was like, well, where do you guys want to do? Because I feel like Thanksgiving was at their house last year. And I was thinking it'd be at our house. And but he was on call. So I was like, well, I guess that answers that question. Thanksgiving at your house.
And you got school all caught up so we can go every
Yes, I got all my school for this week done. So everything that's due the Sunday after Thanksgiving, I just turned in. So I am done. So I can get a head start on next week, which I probably will. But I don't have to worry about anything. I'm not going to bring anything on the road with me I'm not going to do any schoolwork on Thanksgiving. Not at all. And I probably won't do anything on Friday either because Friday we're going to go get a Christmas tree and decorate.
I'm thinking about the guns. You want me to bring guns to your dad's house. I got to call him to see what he wants to shoot. Is he shooting long range? Is he shooting shotguns?
Yeah.
Is he shooting handguns? I don't know what he's shooting. I got to prepare.
Okay.
But I watched a video right before we started filming today. There's this new product out that's in shotgun shells. And it's seasoning.
Seasoning?
So when you shoot a duck, it's already pre-seasoned.
Oh my gosh.
I swear, I'm gonna put that video in the Facebook group for this.
That's hilarious. Is that for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
How awesome is that?
That's crazy. We'll never use it because we don't go hunting. But yeah.
No, we'll never use it, but it's just funny.
Unless something happens, like
but I don't understand
apocalypse.
I don't understand.
Hunting, but by then those won't be around.
Is the pellet of the pepper is what's bringing them down?
Yeah, I don't
they didn't go into detail, but they said the name of the company and they showed all the seasoning that's inside the shell.
I don't know how that works because shotgun just. So I guess they just have big pepper pellets.
Or you shoot it and then you shoot it again when it's on the ground.
Oh.
It might be that. It might be that. Yeah. You might take it down and then once it's down.
Yeah, because what if you miss it and then you just wasted all those spices?
Anyway, I thought it was funny and it's topical because it's Thanksgiving.
It's interesting.
But we're not having a duck for Thanksgiving.
No.
We don't like duck.
We always do we always do turkey. We do turkey on Thanksgiving and Christmas and ham on New Year's. But I don't like duck. It's very fatty. Very fatty.
Our buddy says we do it wrong, but we don't know.
I've never made duck. I've just had duck.
Yeah.
That one time, and it was at the uber rich people's party, so I figured they knew. I hired somebody to do it right. It's just too fatty.
Oh, they had catered. Yeah. So Friday is getting up early and just going out and get a tree. I said I wanted to do it
that early.
I said I
open until 1.
I want to do it. I want to be there when it first opens because I want to get home. They open at 1. By the time we get home, if we're lucky, it's 2:30.
That's if it only takes us a half hour to take pictures and get a tree.
But I want to get home before the sun goes down. I hate trimming the tree, taking it off the thing, doing it all in the cold and the dark. I want to do it during the day and then have the rest of the evening.
To do nothing because you don't help with decorating.
All right, next subject.
See? Y'all should encourage him to help with decorating because it's ridiculous. He complains the entire time that we get a real tree. Like, he's a grump entire time. And then we get the tree home and he's a grump about the needles on the floor, even though I'm the one that cleans them up. I'm the one that takes care of the tree, which makes no sense because I kill all the plants. But anyway. And then he doesn't even help decorate. He doesn't help decorate the tree, doesn't help decorate any part of the house. That's all up to me and Lana.
My favorite part's dragging it when it's done and setting it on fire.
It's the only thing he enjoys.
And if I burn it without her, she says, "You better tell me."
Yeah, I like seeing it go whoosh too. It's fun. But that's not the point. It's supposed to be a family time of decorating and having a good time together. And it's just me and Lana. The boys help decorate the Christmas tree until they get sick of it. It'll probably last a little longer this year than last year. But yeah, so.
I think, and I may have said it before, I'm not trying to be a grump. I think it has something to do with my parents being gone. Christmas, I'm seeing decorations that are broken. Decorations of my mom that she handmade. My mom was like an artist like Lana, so the decorations are broken. I don't even want to look at my decorations.
Focusing on the sad parts.
I'm not trying to, but I'm telling you that's what I see.
Right now parts.
Right.
The memories that you can make with your children.
And who gets up in the morning and turns the tree on and enjoys the glow of it while everybody else is sleeping?
Yes, he enjoys the decorations when they're up. I'm saying help make the memories of actually decorating.
I hear you. We did Operation Shoebox.
He hears me, but he's changing the subject.
We did Operation Shoebox.
Yes,
it's on theme. And we did 2 boys that are 5 years old and 1 little girl that's 13.
Right.
So
we did the age ranges. So they have, I think it's 5 to 9 and then 10 to 14. So we did girl 10 to 14, boy, 2 boys 5 to 9. And we got stuff. And that's always fun.
And while we were at the store shopping for it, I said, all right, let's just look around. I don't know. Because we only went there to fill up the boxes, right?
Right. Yes. We only went there to fill up the boxes. We bring this one to shop anywhere.
And
there's always going to be extra stuff bought.
We have an empty corner in our dining room that for Halloween, we put this giant skull over there. That's really cool. We just got it this year for Halloween. And she's been wanting something for Christmas over there. And we looked at other trees in the past.
And we saw like a Santa and a Nutcracker that we looked at. But they were like really expensive. Really expensive.
So we found a Christmas tree. And then it doesn't come with a skirt. So then she found a skirt that was almost as expensive as the tree. And it was only a 4-foot tree.
It was a third of the price of the tree.
But anyway.
It was a cheap tree, though. It wasn't that bad of a price.
Right. It was a good deal.
Yeah.
But the skirt was at least half price. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you
30
later.
and 8. I'll tell you right now. The tree was 30. The skirt was 8. It had a big 8 on the piece of cardboard on there.
Anyway.
Yeah,
So.
I wish I took a picture.
Yeah, I do too.
A receipt.
So I thought you got the most expensive one.
I did not. I don't think so, unless that was yours.
What you mean,
you picked out the ugly plaid one. I think the ugly plaid one was.
Anyway,
whatever.
So now we've got this tree and this skirt, and it didn't look right on the floor. So we put a box underneath of it, and now it
drapes down. But there's like a stem, so I want to see like what we have decoration wise. If we have like a cute little teddy bear or something, I can put under the tree.
You see the stem?
You can see the stem.
Pull it down one. Anyway.
You can't pull it down more. It's
the bottom branches. You can't tweak down more.
No.
We'll put something in front of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it looks great in the corner. I like it. I don't think it needs a teddy bear. I think it looks great. But the boys hate it because they think that is our tree because that's the only tree we have in the house right now.
Well, the first time they came down, he put it up, and I was kind of surprised because we're not decorating for Christmas till after Thanksgiving, but he just went ahead and put it up
a week and a half early.
So the boys came downstairs and they both go, Christmas! And then we asked them, do you like the Christmas tree? And Julian's like, yeah. And Lex was like, no. But Julian's yes was hesitant. And Lex was, no. I was like, why? That can't be our Christmas tree. It's in the living room. I was like, this is just an extra Christmas tree. We're going to get a different Christmas tree for the living room. But they're not quite understanding that. So they insist they don't like the little tree in the dining room because they want a big tree.
And that's our only Christmas decoration we have out right now.
Right. So they're a little confused.
And we had that up at the same time we had Freddie up in the front in the steps. So
Freddie's put away now.
He's away. Everything's gone now. Everything's gone.
Except the guy that stays out on the porch year round.
I get out. When we decorate, I'll put a Christmas hat on him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it's the ghost of Christmas future.
Okay. And what is he the rest of the year?
He is the thing that freaks out the mail lady because she gets the mail and does it like this. Anyway, I don't know the boys. So we had a date night. Oh, wait! Before we get to that,
okay.
Your friend has like 8 Christmas trees in her house.
Yeah,
and you're like, I love it. And I'm like, we don't need 10
neat.
trees.
But I don't want 10 trees.
Now we have 3.
What? You can say 2.5. But no, we got one. Okay, so we get a real one, which is our main Christmas tree, and that's in the living room. That's where all the presents go for Christmas. And then the foyer was just big and empty. And you walk in, and upstairs there's just this extra little area. So we got a fake Christmas tree to put up there every year. And Lana decorates it. We got little, just generic ball ornaments to put on it, and beads, and a star. But Lana puts, extra ornaments of her own up there and everything. And that was it. That's all I wanted. And then I saw the little Christmas tree, and I was joking and saying, oh, look, that would go in the corner of the dining room perfectly. And he was like, oh, you're right. Perfect. It's another Christmas. I was like, we don't need another Christmas tree. But we ended up getting another.
It was so cheap. I mean, it was just like that.
And I don't know that we're gonna put any decorations on it or anything. I think it'll just look pretty in the corner.
What I do like about the one in the loft upstairs is when we go to her parents' house or when we go to see friends, we have to go underneath the tree in the living room and find everybody's present to find it. Now, upstairs is everybody else's gifts. Downstairs is Iseli family Christmas presents.
Yeah.
And that's much easier.
It's kind of nicer. Yeah. Because you can separate it, and then, you don't have to dig under the
tree. Yeah.
You don't dig under the main tree. Not just for Christmas morning. That's the only time you have to dig under it.
We haven't had a date night in a long time.
Yeah.
It's been 3 months, 4 months.
I don't know. It's been quite a while. We were trying to do one every month, but then I started school, plus our busy summer schedule, and then October was nuts, and so yeah.
I'm kind of like on a lull right now because we're getting ready to get to our busy season of the holidays, and after 74 shows, rocking and rolling, and then having time off, it's like chopping at the bit. So I was pacing around the house today, and then I'm like, hey, look, a tree's leaning. I went out there and chopped a tree down. I need something to do. I got idle hands.
You can clean the house anytime you want.
How was date night?
I would love it.
How was date night?
It was fun. It wasn't a typical date night where you go and whatever. I mean, we went out to dinner, but we had some errands to run. So we went and the first thing we did, we went out as a family. Actually, it was the first half of our date day.
Our treadmill died.
Yeah, and so I tried to order one on Amazon, and one. It did not look like what I thought it was going to look like when it got here. And I was like, okay, well, it had all good reviews. So if it's great, who cares? Whatever. And then
it looked like a walk-in. It looked like something you put under your desk almost. I mean, it looked like a walk-in.
But it had the handles and everything. And it said running treadmill. Right. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, if it works, it works. It's fine. Whatever. And then we put it together and turned it on, and an error thing came up. So I looked at directions, and it's like, it's not plugged in all the way with the wires connecting. So we unplugged it, plugged it back in. It still wouldn't work. So we emailed the people and they were like, follow this video's instructions and that'll reset it and you'll be good to go. It didn't work. We couldn't get past step 2 of the instructions before the error message started popping up, and that wasn't supposed to happen.
And we tried to type it in faster and faster.
Yeah, go quicker. And we tried for like 30 minutes. I was like, all right, this is stupid. So we just ended up returning it. So that was part of we took everybody in that direction and dropped off the treadmill to return. And then Lana needed some jeans and some long sleeve shirts. So we went, we had tried ordering some, but it's hard ordering clothes.
Jeans are one of those things where you have to try them on.
Yeah, and when you're growing and you don't know, like your old jeans don't fit, but what size are you now? And so we ordered, but then we had to return those. And so we were like, well, let's just go and look at jeans at the store. So we did that. We found her some jeans and a few shirts, and that was it, right?
Yeah.
So then we dropped them off at home, and Wes and I went out and we did a little bit of Christmas
we looked for
shopping.
A treadmill.
We did look for a treadmill, but they didn't have any. We were trying to get one gently used at a place, but they were like, oh, we don't have treadmills anymore. They weren't selling. I'm like, I find that hard to believe, but okay.
We went there years ago to get one.
And they had those, and they had the little elliptical steppers, and they had all sorts of stuff, but they don't have them.
It was like a athletic store, and they sold like used equipment and stuff. And they didn't have anything. They had a ton of baseball shoes, and they were all dirty. And I'm like, you think they clean them up? You think they clean them up a little bit?
Bats. They had some weights, but
yeah.
Anyway, whatever. That's okay. So then we went and we did a little bit of Christmas shopping. And
we went out to dinner.
Yeah, we went to dinner. We did some Christmas shopping, and we went to Sam's Club and loaded up on meat. We get our meat and everything from Sam's Club because it's just cheaper to buy it in bulk, and then I separate it into little pound bags and freeze it, and yeah.
So date night was great, but I gorged myself, and I'm walking around afterward. I'm like, where can we go that we can walk? Because golly, I ate too much.
We just went home.
Yeah. No, we walked around shopping.
Club. Yeah, we went to Sam's Club after because we had to get the meat.
The day of our Halloween party, I know we're bouncing back and forth, but it's the next subject. Natalie, what?
Yeah.
From the other room.
No, you were in the same room. I remember because it's etched in my memory. I came downstairs and I had stuff to do, but I wanted to check to see if I had grades because it was Saturday and I still didn't have grades from either of my classes, which I've had one professor before, and that's kind of normal for her to give grades on like Saturday or Sunday. But the other professor, this was week 2 stuff I was waiting for grades on. And on week 1 stuff, she had gotten the grades back like Wednesday or Thursday. So I was like, what's going on? So I sat down at the computer and like, what are you doing? I'm going to check for grades. Why would you want to do that? What if you failed? Ho, ho, ho. And I opened up. You don't remember making that joke? You made that joke. I opened up.
That sounds like something I would say.
And I said, oh my gosh, I got a 0. And he kind of chuckled like, haha, very funny. Don't joke. I'm like, no, I'm serious. I got a 0. And I don't think he believed me until I started tearing up. And I was like, I don't know. It says to see the email. And so I went to the email.
And you were crying.
Yeah.
You didn't tear up. You were crying.
It was, I ended up boo-hooing hard. But anyway, I opened up the email and the lady was like, so your paper's been flagged that it was written, 88% of it was written by AI. And I was like, excuse me? And she was like, I'll give you a chance to explain yourself. Because if this is found that you did use the AI, then you get a academic misconduct on your record, and everything in the future that you turn in will be scrutinized very, very closely. And I was like, well, I don't care if you scrutinize my stuff very, very closely. Go for it. But I don't want misconduct on my record because that's not true.
This is her last things of classes before she gets her master's.
So I emailed the lady back and I said, I am shocked and I am in tears over here. I don't understand. And she sent me the report. The first section of my paper was not highlighted. Everything else was highlighted. And I was like, I don't understand this. I don't get even the part. So I'm Liberty University. They make you tie everything back to biblical things. That last section, I had found Bible verses and connected them. That was 100% me. The whole paper I wrote on my own. But you are allowed to use AI to summarize articles for you. And so, yes, I had done that, but I put it in my own words. So I told her that. And I was like, I am in my last 2 classes for my master's. I would never, ever do anything to jeopardize that or mess that up. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. Do you want me to rewrite the paper with new resources? Do you want me to, here's my phone number. Call me. I will talk to you about the paper and tell you exactly why I wrote what I wrote. Because if I wrote it with AI, I wouldn't know what I wrote or know the reasoning behind it. And so I sent that, and I'm boo-hooing because this was a big project. And if I kept a 0 on it, I was going to struggle just to get a B in the class.
And the party starts in 4 hours.
Yeah. And I was regretting my decision. But anyway, I didn't hear from her until the following day after church. And she was like, okay, well, can you explain more specifically how you used AI? And I was like, sure. It was kind of like a research assistant. I came up with the recommendations for this so-called person for their nutrition, and I found supporting documents, and I got AI to summarize said documents, and then I used the information from those documents in my own words in the paper.
But you checked the sources that they didn't make up stuff and everything.
I found the sources.
There you go.
And I said, AI, I copied the DOI number, gave it to the AI thing and said, can you summarize, this article seems like it would have the information that I need on this topic. Can you summarize what it says about this topic? And I would use the information in my own words in the paper. And so I told her that. And again, she didn't get back to me till like Tuesday. And she was like, okay, thank you for explaining that. Did you use this program or that program or anything to help you rephrase or whatever? And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know computers that well. I know enough to turn in my work. I know enough to get my work done and turn it in.
She was doing a Word document today and she was struggling putting lines on the paper.
I know. Well, I would put a line and then I'd hit enter and the line would move up. And then I hit undo and it would move down. And then I would need another line. Anyway.
It's a Word document.
Anyway, I did figure it out though. But I told her, I was like, I don't know these programs you're mentioning. I know what I need to know in order to get my schoolwork done. I'm like, I have spell correct on my computer. And sometimes it goes so far as to say, hey, do you want to phrase this in this way? Because it may sound better. And sometimes I take its suggestion and sometimes I don't, but it doesn't rephrase my whole paper. I don't know what you're talking about.
And that's the program that came with the computer. Well, it's spell check. That's all it is.
And then I also asked her as well. I was like, hey, so on my end, they use Turnitin. On my end, I got a green rating, which means it's good to go. I said, so how come you got I wrote my paper with A thing.
AI.
And AI. And she wrote back, she goes, so that I see is plagiarism. So I didn't plagiarize my paper. She said, but only the professors can see the Turnitin report on AI. I'm like, okay. She's like, okay, I'll get back to you on this. Okay. And so then it wasn't until Thursday, I think. And she finally gets back to me and goes, okay, it's been decided that you didn't use AI to write your paper. Therefore, I won't require you to rewrite it, but maybe you should consider using AI in a different way. I have used it as you described myself, but perhaps you didn't quite rephrase what the AI gave you enough, and that's why it was fine. I'm like, I've used AI in the same exact way. The class that I am in the other class that I'm in, I used it same exact way. I got A's on everything that week. I haven't been flagged. Knock on wood. I don't know why. But anyway, went back and looked at that report because she sent me the report, and it says on the top, this AI, they used AI to see if I wrote AI. This AI could send a false negative. You need to talk to your student before you decide that they have truly used AI, because they may not have. They used AI to decide whether or not I used AI, and their AI was very wrong. And I was so stressed out that whole week. I couldn't get out of a funk. I'm in my last 2 classes. I'm past biochemistry classes, both of them. And I'm thinking, last 2 classes. Yes, I'm going to put my work in. Yes, it's going to be work, but like smooth sailing. You know what I mean?
And you're not in biochemistry.
And I'm not in biochemistry. Like I can. And then that happened. And it was like, and it felt very accusatory. It wasn't, hey, so I'm not saying you use AI, but this came across. Could you maybe explain how you might have used AI to get that kind of rating? Because, you know, maybe the AI program that we're using to scan your paper isn't correct. Like, she could have worded it different.
I think
it was very much, you're guilty until you prove yourself innocent.
Also, they gave you a 0 first.
Right.
They didn't say, hey, I'm not grading it until you tell me.
Right.
They didn't say that. They said you have a 0.
Yeah.
So she's doing the math. Oh, gosh, if I get 100s on everything, all I can get is a B.
Yeah.
She's got like a 99%.
Barely a B.
In her master's program. She's got like a 99 rating. But she tells me, don't you tell anybody at the party. Don't you tell anybody at the party.
Tell anybody at the
party. And she faked it and faked it and faked it.
And every time somebody asked me, like, oh, how's school going? Because the party was a great distraction. Because I would forget because I was having fun and it was just a great distraction. Then somebody asked me, how's school going? Which, that's fine that they asked me. On a normal occasion, it was fine. But it was just like, I'm having fun. How's school going? My stomach would drop because it would just remind me of what happened. I'm like, good. It's going good. I'll be done December 12th. And I'm thinking, I hope. Because now I don't know. Like,
but the one friend you broke down because they stayed like after the party and hung out with us, and you told them.
I told them. Well, they asked how school was going, and I told them, and then I just feel comfortable enough that I knew they weren't gonna. I feel like people would judge me, like you're still in it and you're not proven innocent yet, so maybe you did write it with AI, you know. So, but I knew they wouldn't, so.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But she faked it at the party. Like, nobody knew anything was wrong.
It was great.
Some church on Wednesday, we go to have a dinner at the church, and she just got this rustic.
I couldn't.
And I said, honey, people are going to think I beat you. You need to smile. You need to fake it like you did at the party.
No, you don't beat me. I couldn't. I didn't put on makeup. You were lucky I put on jeans instead of sweatpants. I didn't do my hair. I just put a hat on my head.
And people came to me privately saying, hey,
no, they asked me too.
Okay?
They asked me, they're like, you seem tired. Are you okay? But I didn't tell them what was going on. I just said, yeah, I am tired and I'm really, really stressed right now. I'm sorry, but I'm really, really stressed. I just couldn't muster a smile tonight. And it's church family. They understand. But yeah, that was on Wednesday, and I had been back and forth with this lady, and she wouldn't just call me. I feel like I gave her my phone number and asked her to call me the very first email I responded. And I feel like if she had just called me and talked to me, it would have been done in 5 minutes. And she would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, no, there's no way AI wrote your paper. You know too much about it. But no, we had to email back and forth, and I had to wait at least 24 hours, if not more, for her responses to my emails. When I'm checking my email every 5 minutes, it seemed like, and I would respond. Like, the longest it took me to respond was 30 minutes because I didn't check my email until after church, and she emailed me at 11:30. I answered her at 12 after church on the ride home from church. That was the longest it took me to reply. And then I had to wait at least 24 hours for each response. And I'm just like, by Wednesday, I couldn't anymore. I'm working on future work that I'm having to turn in. And I don't know if there's a point to it at this point. Like,
but you got a 97 on that.
I did.
And your next big essay paper after that also got a 97. I said, lady can't give you 100. She just won't do it.
Nope.
She gives you 97s every time.
And I turned in another paper like that this week. So we'll see. And hopefully I made enough improvements that maybe I'll get 100. Probably. That's okay.
Another thing, Lana is doing school now with me doing a homeschool gym class and me teaching her art. She's, Dad, you're not teaching me art. You're teaching me art history. She made that distinction.
Very clear.
People in church are asking, wow, do you take art classes? You're really good. Nope.
No art classes. I think she's proud of that. No art classes. It's just me. I mean, she does get ideas from other.
Well, she sees other. She watches other people do art, but doesn't take in art classes.
Right.
But there's a thing called Open University out of the UK, and they have modules that we're doing together. And she's doing art history. And this week we went through the different seasons of different artists. Like I'm painting. I'm in my winter motif. So that whole artist did a whole winter thing. This other artist did spring. And it was neat because like in the 1500s, because I'm doing it with her, right? So in the 1500s, I told you about this. The rich people would go fully dressed in big gowns to play near the ocean, just to lounge in the sun next to the ocean. But the poor people were down by the river in boxer shorts. Yeah. Which looks more comfortable, way more comfortable.
Right? And not as hot.
We had my birthday since we talked to you guys last.
Yeah, his birthday was the Monday after our Halloween party.
And I got myself a present. I got an Oculus Meta Quest 3. And it is, I didn't want one. I don't need one. I see people wearing them. It looks stupid.
You wanted one, obviously. You bought it.
Then kid in class had one in my magic class. And I put it on, and you are in this world. It is so beautiful. It is so textured. You're not in this world. You're in that world. And I'm not even a Star Wars fan, but I was fighting Darth Vader with a lightsaber. And I walked to the edge of this battleship, and I'm in this world. And I know the kid's next to me, but I can't see him. I'm like, hey, what happens if I fall off this thing? Nothing. It's real tough to push forward to look over that edge because there's a rail here, but this is open. And I walk over to the open thing, and I'm very hesitant, and it still stops you. Thank goodness. What would happen in the real world? What would happen to me?
You would fall.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah,
off the edge.
In the real world, but in
off.
that world. Now I'm saying if I fell off the cliff in the game, what would happen to me in the real world? Is it like a dream, right? But it was so beautiful. And then my birthday coming up and everything, I'm like, I'm gonna buy myself an Oculus. Lana said, "Nuh-uh, they're way expensive." And Lana and I went to the store and bought it. And she loves playing video games with me. And we challenge each other. She's very competitive. So am I. And
yes, she loves it when she gets a higher score than you. She'll tell me, Mom, I knocked that off the #1 spot again.
So there's a game called Beat Saber where you have to hit these things to the beat. You get a lightsaber and you have to hit them to the beat. And she kept outranking me, and I'm just knocking around, hitting them, and I'm doing all right. But her score is way bigger than mine. And she says, Dad, I found out something the other day. The harder you hit them, the bigger your score. Oh! So I'm in there whacking the heck out of them, and I beat her by like 20,000 points. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
She's beat you again.
Has she?
Yes.
So, another thing, I get motion sickness so bad. I'm Googling all this stuff. I just bought this expensive game. I want to play it. But when I do a thumb toggle to walk around in a world, I'm not moving. I have to drive a car or zone out, go to sleep, or I get motion sickness. I can't go to King's Dominion or...
You have to take Dramamine.
I have to take Dramamine. Do I have to take Dramamine every time I play this game? What do I need to do? I can't adventure in a world.
Less drowsy Dramamines.
Oh, it's awful. They're expensive, though. Didn't you say they're like $1 a piece?
The less drowsy Dramamine?
Yeah, they're like $1 a piece, something like that.
I have no idea.
But, because you were using them to study in the car. I thought it was like $1 a piece.
I can't remember how many you get in a box. It was like $10 for a box.
But there are games I can play.
Well,
like there's a workout game where you're on a raft, so you're not really moving because you're paddling. You're moving in the game, but you're not going left or right. It's not jerky. And Fitness Fables, and it is so fun, so awesome. You get to do all these different things. You get to have this flying machine, and you're doing arm exercises, and you're paddling the boat, and you have the battle ropes. You have to hit those a certain way, and the harder you hit them, the better. You have to punch these blocks. It's a fun little workout. I told Natalie the other day, I said, "Oh, that was a good one." I got a little sweaty. She said, "It's a workout game. You're supposed to."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was sweating hard. I was doing good. But Lana likes playing that with me.
Yeah.
So we got that. And then she took a picture of me playing Meta in my bedroom, in my magic room here.
Mm-hmm.
And she sculpted me a little figurine. I'll put it in the Facebook group for this episode. She took a picture of me and sculpted. Now I look a little chunky in this in the sculpture, but besides being fat, it is awesome.
I wouldn't even mention the fat part. I think it looks great. I think it looks amazing.
How cool is that? I look a little chunky.
Wes.
But look how cool it is.
Much.
Look how
Holy
cool
night,
it is.
It's a statue.
I mean, it looks like a figurine you buy at a store. I don't know if
she did it with the same sweatshirt that he had on that day.
It's the Penn and Teller sweatshirt and the big ampersand sign there. Yep. And it has a 3 of clubs up here, real small. I don't know if you could see it on the video, but so cool, so cool. I love it so much. It's on display in my magic room.
Yep.
And then Natalie got me.
She also got you.
Oh, go ahead.
A stuffed Superman.
She got me a stuffed that's on my desk with my other Superman characters.
Yeah.
Natalie got me a Superman sweatshirt with the new logo on it that I love. She got me an ammo bag, so when I go to my gun range out here, I don't have to carry all these bags. I can put my guns and all the ammo in a bag and carry it out there. So that was really cool. Haven't used it yet, but it's awesome. My loving wife got me pumpkin cheesecake. She made a homemade pumpkin cheesecake.
So he wanted to do it up for his birthday. So he wanted French toast for breakfast. So made him French toast for breakfast. He wanted chicken and dumplings for dinner. So I have a slow cooker recipe. Made chicken and dumplings for dinner. And he wanted a pumpkin cheesecake for dessert.
I was carving it up.
Yeah. That's okay. It's your birthday. You're allowed to.
It was good. It was so good.
Pumpkin cheesecake it was. And we filled that thing with candles. And the boys helped you blow out the candles. It was very cute.
It was awesome. It was a good birthday. My in-laws got me a chainsaw. Now, my father-in-law was telling me about this chainsaw. It's a little 6-inch blade, but that thing's pretty powerful and it's battery operated. And he's telling me all these details. I'm like, I'm never going to get an electric chainsaw. I got a chainsaw. I don't need an electric chainsaw. He's telling me all this stuff, and it's like in one ear, out the other. I'm listening to him, and he's like, I really like it. It really does this. It really does that. He was talking up his present 3 weeks before he gives me a present, right? And then I open it, and I'm like, that's why he was going to such detail about his toy that he has. And then I got it, and I'm like, I really don't need it, though. But thank you. Oh, my gosh, thank you. That's awesome. And then I took it outside, and I told Natalie, dude, I got a wheelbarrow load of stuff. I don't need goggles for it because it's a small chainsaw.
You probably should anyway.
But it is tough. I get a wheelbarrow load of wood from this little handheld chainsaw with a little battery. It's great. He says all it needs is oil. Just keep it oil. It's great. I used it today. I love it. It was awesome.
Yeah, you were singing its praises when you use it. You're like, this thing is so awesome. It's so cool.
It's great because the big chainsaw, you gotta do everything and get it all ready, and it's a lot of work. This little, you're done. It's great, and you just plug it in when you're done. As far as Patreon, if you're on Patreon, go at least be a free member on Patreon. I'm putting new books on. One of the books that I put on that's free. A couple other the magic companies are selling this book for $35. And I got a free version of that book. Yeah, they're giving you a download too. They're giving you a PDF of it.
Cool.
So sign up for free and get free books. I also have some free other content on there, and I'm going to put more. But at least sign up for a free account because we have all kinds of stuff on there. Out of the blue last week, I got an email, text message from Michael Carbonaro. I mean, out of the blue. And he's like, hey, my brother lives near you, and he's helping a show choir, and their theme for their show choir is magic. Would you help consult for them? And he's like, the money isn't great, but da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I'd love to help you. We'll talk about money. We'll figure that out. But what's going on? And talk to the brother, talk to them, whatever. This show choir is not like just a high school choir. They have a magic consultant, a director, a choreography director,
They're like
music director.
Competitive, right?
They're competition, but they also go to 12 other states and compete in all these other terms. They're passionate and they take it for real. They're serious about it. And Michael got them a Blammo box, the fastest trick in the world, which is a vanishing bouquet of flowers, a dancing cane, an appearing cane, silks, all kinds of stuff. But some of this stuff takes, like a dancing cane, you can't just give it to a 16, 17-year-old kid and say, here, do this during the play. I mean, you got to practice this thing. So they're passionate. They were working hard on it. And I'm super proud of them, and I can't wait to see what they did. I've only done one consulting gig. It was 3 hours last night. But boy, I sent him a 10-minute video message today going over all the different routines and all the different kids and tell him how proud I was that they just didn't say, oh, that's great. Dude, they're doing a metamorphosis.
Yeah.
That's not an easy trick.
No.
And to do it in 30 seconds.
Right.
To the beats of the song in 30 seconds.
Yeah. Takes practice.
That's hard. That's hard to do. But anyway, that was fun.
Good.
Natalie's got big news for her health coaching business now that she's not a cheater. And now
Thanks,
that you know, she knows what she's talking about.
Thanks. Yeah. I'm trying. Okay, so I graduate December 12th. So I am launching my nutritionist health coach business January 1st. So I'm getting people to sign up, and the first 10 clients that sign up get 10% off their first month. So it's going to be one-on-one coaching. We're going to work together to get you a meal plan that you enjoy. We're going to take into consideration any medications and health concerns that you have, likes and dislikes. We're also going to realize that cravings are real and it's okay to eat sweets every once in a while. Moderation, it's okay. I want this to be a lifestyle and not an all or nothing, which I feel like a lot of programs are. You are either on program or you're off program. And mentally that's hard. Like for me, that was hard. I could be on program and then I felt like, oh, I really screwed up because I went off program and I had a slice of cake for our anniversary. And it's like, no, that's life. You're not on or off program. You're living life, and that's just part of your diet for that day. So on occasion, it's okay, and I want people to realize that so it does become a lifestyle, and it's not just a diet to get you where you want to be.
Now, what you do with your other coaching business, it was very strict.
Yeah, you had to be foods. On program. You had to eat their foods. It's great. I won't knock it because it works. It really works, but it is very strict. You know, no carbs. Like you didn't eat bread. You didn't eat tortillas. You didn't have that kind of thing. I'm still going to say, you know, the low carb options are kind of better, you know, just because they're lower calorie too. So you can, but, yeah, it was very, you're on program or you're off program. And when you're off program, well, then you have to get back on program and you have to, but anyway.
And there were so many medical issues. I have thyroid issues. I have this. Now that she's got her master's or almost has her master's, she's learned how to deal with all those. Whatever ailment you got, she can pretty much work out a plan to help you out. There's nobody off limits now.
Yeah. And if not, I've learned how to figure it out. And I'll be honest with you, be like, okay, you're the first person that I've worked with that's had this, but give me 2 days. Let me look into it and I'll get back to you. Because I know now where I can find the resources and how to figure it out. Anyway, so my plan is to help people and to have check-in by text on Mondays, and during that check-in text, figure out when we can chat during the week that week, because not everybody's schedule is boom, 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 the same every week, especially ours. And then those calls, maybe like 15 minutes. We'll talk about what's working, what's not working, if we need to tweak anything, if there's something you don't like, what can we do to make it better, and see what we can move forward with, because I don't want to overhaul everything at once and overwhelm people, and then they're just like, yeah, I can't do this. I want to take it step by step. So anyway, that's what we're doing. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it so much, because I feel like I can help a lot more people this way than I could with just one option of a food plan. So I'm really excited. If you want help, it doesn't have to be weight loss. If you just want help, I mean, shoot, I don't know anybody, but I've heard there are people out there that need help gaining weight. If you're one of those people, if you need help losing weight, if you just feel like you're not eating healthy enough and you want to learn how to eat healthier, I'm happy to help you, work with you. If you're one of the first 10 people to sign up before January 1st, you get 10% off your first month. Oh, and couples, there's a couples rate, and you also we'll work together with you as a couple. We'll plan out everybody's, but there's a couples rate that's, I think it's a good rate. And then you can get 10% off your first month.
Or you get a discount and you do it together.
Yeah.
And you get your 10% off.
And you get your 10% off if you're one of the first 10 clients. So yeah, I think I covered everything.
So we had someone that reached out to us this week and was asking Natalie all this stuff. Now that you're a nutritionist, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? And this person,
I was very pleased with myself with how I had responses.
But the thing is, they're just looking online, and you can tell that they're just taking anybody's advice.
Yes.
Just anybody's advice.
And here's the problem, especially with nutrition stuff. The first scientific thing that comes out, they're not reading the whole article. They're seeing what this thing tried to prove, and they're running with it. So you really got to read the article to see what they actually did, and if it's even compatible to human nutrition. Because some things they did in animals, and they're like, we have no idea if this would actually be the same thing in humans or not. And they haven't gone that far. So you have to look up the science. And there was one thing she asked me about, and I was like, I don't think there's science to back that up. She's like, oh, there is. There's lots of studies. I was like, I don't think so. But I didn't have a computer in front of me. So I went home and I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, I was right. No, there's no science backing it up. There's conclusion. There is no evidence to suggest. And so, anyway.
So she printed it out, and she's going to take it to the lady next time we see her.
Not to be mean, because she was genuinely curious about different things. And so I was talking with her about it.
But she's listened to some guru online, and the guru has supplements they want to sell.
Yeah.
And they have their workout procedure they want to sell.
And it's unique. Their organic foods.
And it's unique from anybody else. So that's why it's different. It doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah.
Just because it's the same thing with magic, though, honey.
Yeah.
How many people out there teach you magic that don't even do magic full time?
Right.
Their job is to expose magic or teach magic online, but they don't do any shows. Right. They don't know how it works in a real world.
Yeah. And people, go after like a certain ingredient and like, it's horrible for you. It's horrible for you. It's like, yeah, if that's like the only thing you eat 24/7 and you eat your body weight in it, it's bad for you. But if you have a little bit of it every once in a while, you're fine.
So here's something I saw the other day. I've done no research. I'm an outsider. I'm a magician, not a nutritionist.
Okay.
I saw a reel the other day that said, sugar is not bad for you.
Uh-huh.
You could have sugar 3 meals a day, like just eat sugar in a calorie deficient, and you would lose weight.
Yeah, there's a guy that did it.
You saw this?
Yeah, he ate sugar. He ate sugar.
To show
but
you.
He made it as it was a calorie deficit, and he lost weight. I would never recommend anybody to do that. He was doing it to prove a point that sugar is not making you gain weight.
Did I send that to you? Is that how you know about it, or you just know about it?
From me. I'm the one that brought it up.
So I didn't see a reel?
I don't think it's
real. Wow. I swear I saw that reel.
No, moderation. Moderation is all you need. And, if there's a problem food that you cannot control yourself around, maybe we put that to the side for a little bit until you feel more confident in your abilities and yourself, but in my experience of doing this program and not being allowed to have a piece of chocolate, because then it just throws you off. And it does, because that program is very strict. So if you had a piece of chocolate, well, don't weigh yourself the next day because you were so far off their strict plan that it is going to mess you up. But if you're eating a normal diet in a calorie deficit and you have a craving for a piece of chocolate, eat the piece of chocolate, but eat the piece. Because what you're going to find, if you're like me and a lot of other people, is that if you want the chocolate and you're like, no, I need to eat something healthy. I'm just hungry. Let me go eat something healthy. And you go and eat a banana. I really still want the chocolate. No, let me go have a yogurt. I still want the chocolate. And then you've eaten all these other things, and then you just gorge on the chocolate because you feel like you messed up, and even though you ate healthy stuff, you ate too much healthy stuff. Just eat the piece of chocolate. Count it towards your calories for the day. If you go over a few calories that day, oh, wow, it was a few calories. Move on. It's life, right?
Health coach. Listen to her.
I'm ranting too much.
No, but she's so passionate about this. That's what I love passion. I really do. When I get somebody on the podcast, I just want you to be passionate about your subject. You're passionate about this. I love it.
Thank you. I'm tired of this food is good and this food is bad. When is that food done to be good and when is that food done to be bad? Nothing. It's food.
So with our old diet that Natalie was selling, you couldn't eat pizza. Mm-mm. And then when the boys had their birthday party, I had 2 slices of pizza. I didn't gain weight the next day. I didn't eat a whole pizza, but I had 2 slices. I was fine.
When you were on that program?
No, on now.
Oh, now. Okay.
The boy's birthday this year.
Yeah. Right. And that's the thing. I feel like if we can get people out of the all or nothing and into live your life, and this is how you can do it as long as you are in this range. It doesn't have to be this number that you have to stick to. It's a range. It gives you a little bit more flexibility. It'll normalize things and it'll click something in your head that is like, okay, it's not bad. Example, tonight Lana's making brownies. She wanted to make brownies for dessert. Guess what? My daughter made brownies. I'm going to eat a brownie. I'm going to eat a brownie, not an oversized, huge brownie, a regular sized brownie. Because my daughter made them. I don't want her to feel bad that I can't eat your brownie. Yes, I can. Okay, that little regular brownie, I already looked it up, 190 calories. I can fit that into my lifestyle today. Not a problem. Done.
I love it.
See?
I love it. Hey, health coach extraordinaire. What's the name of your business?
I don't know. I have to come up with something.
You still don't have anything?
I don't. I want something because it's nutritionist starts with an N. Natalie starts with an N. I want something like Natalie's Nutritional Nook but I don't know. Nook. What? I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. I'm not sure. I don't know. I want something cute like that, but I don't know if I like the Nook part. Anyway, I'm still working on it.
My company name was Party Magic. I came up with it when I was 17 years old in high school. And my first tax lady said, that's a great name for a business because I do magic for parties. Mm-hmm. Party Magic.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't fit, but oh well.
You still do magic for parties, but it's more diverse than that.
Yeah, we do magic for everything now.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's this week's podcast, guys. Thank you so much. If you want to talk to Natalie, the nutritionist, join Natalie's Nutrition Nook. You can, if you have an idea, text me, email us.
Give me some cute name
ideas. What's your email? Tell them your email.
NatalieAIsley@gmail.com.
If you want to reach out and be one of the first 10 people that sign up, you get the discount. Or if you just have an idea for a name.
And if you can't remember my email and you know his, email his. I check his every day.
Mine's wesisley@gmail.com. But if you have an idea for a name even, email one of us. Yeah. Let us know you got this off the podcast or whatever. I think that's everything.
Yeah.
We do have something special announcement for the Patreon people. Even more good news for you guys. But for everybody else, I think that's everything. Only thing we have left to say for the podcast is see you next week.
Check us out online at wesiseli.com and patreon.com/Wes_Iseli for behind-the-scenes videos, blooper videos, never-before-seen footage, discounts on merchandise, magic trick tutorials, and more. That's Wes Iseli, spelled Wesiseli.